Room. All my devices up and operating. So let me go in here and verify that I am fully on the screen on my additional platform here. Thank you guys for bearing with me. As you guys know, when I do this, hey there, Seven. What's going on? Thank you for joining me and thank you for your heart me. I greatly appreciate it. So what I'm actually doing is ensuring that my other platforms are on and popping, that we are live everywhere that we need to be live so that I can focus on you guys here on TT. So good to see each and every one of you on tonight. My name is Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton, and I am the visionary and founder behind Family First Designs, a brand new agency. I'm your cash flow queen, and I'm also the founder of the #1 legal tax hack to hire your kids in your own home-based business. So should you choose to do that, typically now you find me here live on Tuesdays and Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Set Up Sundays and Teach You Tuesdays. And on my longer form platform, you find me on Watch Me Work Wednesdays. And there's a playlist devoted to helping my Gen X and my boomers to do what? Right? To increase their impact and influence, but more importantly, to get their assets in order. So hopefully you guys understand that is why you are here on today, and that is what you are going to receive on tonight. Hey, Gloria, come on into the room. Be coachable, teachable, trainable. Post your city and state, so should you choose to do so, just so that I can see where my value is reaching out here in these internet streets. So on today's Setup Sunday, hey, Cardio, on today's Setup Sunday, look at you helping me meet my goal. Yes, yes. Thank you so much for that. On today's Setup Sunday, what I'm actually going to cover are the 5 things, right, that you need to avoid, right, to help you not make the same $10,000 mistake that I made in branding, right? More importantly, for you guys to understand some things that you need to avoid so that you don't fall into the same pitfalls, potholes, run over the same speed bumps, right? Any of that I did in my 20-year past of doing what? Teaching, educating, coaching, right? Helping you guys, building a business, being a mom, right? Surviving domestic violence, surviving divorce and death, surviving marriage and miscarriage, right? Surviving the fail trap of, the economy and what they push upon us when we fall into those particular situations, and we have to utilize resources like that. And then being able to get beyond evictions, plural, yes, and now to be a home buyer, to actually be living in a family home, to have manifested that in my own mind and put it out there into the world, and then to be able to manifest that which that we have on today. That is everything that I do, and that is what I do. When I come on here, I come on these streams, and I'm helping you guys to see, hear, and understand that. And tonight, I am actually going to talk with you about the 5 things and the 5 collaborative partnerships that you can become a part of as well, so that you can avoid some of the mistakes that I made, right? So specifically on tonight, I'm going to help my Gen X and my baby boomer entrepreneurs who are transitioning from their current day-to-day job, and they're trying to get branded. They're trying to get their business tools together. They're focusing on their business structure. And they're talking about, I have a little fear of AI and automation. Going to talk to you guys about how to leverage that. And then I'm going to give you access to my TT coach, right? My mentor, who has helped me understand how to actually do this even better, even broader here on TikTok, right? And even though we're streaming to multiple platforms tonight, understand the mindset behind you need a coach in every specific area of what it is that you do. And if you don't have a collaborative partner to hold you accountable, if you don't have a coach to hold you accountable, if you don't have those different areas, then now is the time. We're in the final, 30 to 40 days of 2025. I want you guys to pivot on up out of the mindset that you are currently in. And I would love it if you guys could come and show and be, examples of what it is that's new and different and better in 2026, right? Hey, Michelle, so good to see you. Hey, Robbie, so good to see you. Those are the things that I want you to think about as you listen to this information on tonight. How can you become a strategic partner? How can you collaborate? How can you go and grab some free information, right? So understand that free is information, right? But paid is what? Transformation. So if you're looking to right now gather some information, then hey, you're in the right spot. Come on into the room, gather this information, right? Get your favorite pen, like I say, and your favorite notepad. If you don't have one, get your favorite notepad, right? And jot this information down, because again, this is information that you can utilize and invest in at a later date. So should you choose to do what? Then move forward with transformation. Okay. So the first thing that I want to talk with you guys about tonight is mindset, right? Thank you so much for that, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Talk after Sunday. Yes, yes, yes. The first thing I want you to think about on tonight is your mindset. Who is it that you are actually collaborating with, partnering with? Who are you learning from? Who are you listening to? Right? Who are you dialed into? And what is their mindset that they have that's beyond where you are currently in your mindset? So, number one, I want you to write down mindset. Where are you right now in your mindset? Who are you listening to? Who are you collaborating with? Who are you partnering with? Who has a mindset ahead of where you are currently right now in your mindset? Right? And if you do not currently have a mindset coach, if you do not currently have a coach, because remember, you need a coach in each area of your life, right? You need expertise in each area of your life. Thank you, Tamir. Thank you. I appreciate it. You need an expert to assist you in the various areas that you are currently on in your life. Why? So they can take you to the next level. You can't just listen to you. You can't just listen to the voice in your head, right? You need to be able to move forward, to level up. What's going on? Let's see. JM Variety Store. So good to see you. Thank you guys for coming on into the room, for going ahead and grabbing your daily heart me. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much to each and every one of you that are sending love, that are sending hearts. Let me focus. I appreciate it. I really, really do. You guys just don't understand. I believe I may have even met my goal already. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I think I can do something with it during the lab, but we're not going to focus on that right now. Let's go back to my information. All right. The number one thing you need to pay attention to is your mindset right now. And if you currently do not have, okay, reset it. I will. If you currently do not have, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. If you currently do not have a mindset coach, I'm going to give you access to one of mine. Okay. Let me see if I can make this slight pivot. Y'all don't laugh at me. We're going to see if I can figure out where to make this update and change without messing around and messing this up. So I must have been dropping some tea earlier for you guys to go right in and jump on the finger hearts. So let me see if I can set up a new goal. I think I am able to do that. So good, good, good. I did that. That is so awesome. So I am setting up a new goal in here because you guys love me so much and I appreciate it. And I love you back as well. So there we go. You guys can continue to show me love. I have set a new goal. Thank you guys for that. I'm going to give you access to my specific mindset coach. Okay. And if you currently do not have a mindset coach, then now is the time for you to level up how you close out the end of the year. I'm giving you access to 5 collaborative partners that I work with right now. And number one is on the free 99 plan. You can go to his YouTube. You can go to his actual website. You can go to his other social media platforms. You can look at any of that and you can get free, very, very own brand, own point, actionable steps that you can take right now to increase, to improve your mindset. And I'm talking about quick, fast, in a hurry type of changes that you can do right now. And that is, can you all guess, Dr. Myron Golden, MYRON GOLDEN, Dr. Myron Golden. When I tell you the gems that he will drop inside of a YT channel, an IG channel, any of these other channels, so that you can begin to do actionable steps right now, It's unparalleled. Okay, good. You watch him. I'm so glad. You have to watch him. But beyond Haley, beyond watching him absorb the information and beyond absorbing the information, do something with it, right? Because as soon as you do something with it, you're going to be able to see a change. So let me also say this about when you're doing the something with it. I have a quote inside of my Cash Flow Queens journal here that I love to look at, that I love to repeatedly listen to, that I enjoy making sure that I'm doing. And what he says is, when you focus on the becoming, the doing, and the having take care of themselves, right? When you focus on the becoming, the doing, and the having take care of themselves. So get access to a mindset coach that will actually walk you through some of the mindsets that will debunk what you currently know. And as a slight segue, if you've never heard of Julian Gordon, Jullien Gordon, Julian Gordon, he is another mindset coach that you want to pay attention to, because he talks to you guys so in-depthly about the etymology of words, right? And what it means with regards to your journey in money, your journey in your family, your friends, and all of that. But again, he gives you the mindset behind a lot of the information that is probably just programmed in you, and he helps you get unprogrammed, to deprogram, to remove the unnecessary programming so that your mind gets set and you can move forward. Okay. So if that makes sense to you, say mindset in the chat. Type mindset in the chat. I know you got it. You understand it. You've taken your favorite pen and pad. You've written it down somewhere. Mindset equals my run. And the reason I'm saying just write that down, because, you know, some of us have to bullet some things out and then we have to come back and listen to it again to make sure that we get it. Mindset equals my run. Okay, so Myron Golden is the first collaborative partner that I chose to partner myself up with via some of his programs, his repeat quarterly and monthly challenges that he runs, reading his books. I have 2 or 3 of his books, you know, over here in my arsenal. Here's one specifically. You can go to bossmove.martinabrittyeoverton.com if you're trying to get that. But reading through his entire platform outside of just consuming his free content is a strategic partner that has allowed me 20 years, you know, in this thing, 10 years seriously, and the last 30 to 45 days here on TikTok, even more about what I understand about business, about branding, about family, about all of that is totally transformed. Okay. Now, not to do a shameless plug, because it ain't shameless at all. The second individual on my list here that I need for you guys to understand in your avoid framework and things that you need to avoid is, number 1, I said, don't go a step further without getting yourself a mindset coach. Number 2, do not move a step further without thinking through the process of developing your brand. Okay. Why do I say that? Now, if you happen to miss on last Sunday, Setup Sunday, we went through the 5 W's of branding. Why? Because typically when you say branding, it can mean anything to anyone. And I helped you guys truly understand that a brand is you. It's your promise. What's going on, mystery shopper? It's your promise. It's the idea. Hey there, Jay. It's the idea, the thoughts, everything that is actually going on in the person's mind. Hey there, Karesha. So good to see you. Thank you for tuning in from Raleigh, North Carolina. Again, what is going on in the mindset of the individual that is encountering your information, your product, your service, your niche, right? Your value, your voice, your vision. That is your brand. So do not move a step further and avoid a $10,000 mistake like I made by getting yourself collaboratively partnered, hooked up with, however you want to say it, accountable to a brand strategist, a brand master like myself, someone who's an expert in branding to help you think through the entire process with regards to your value, your voice, and your vision, because all of that makes up your brand. Again, on last Sunday and some of the additional videos that I put out on different platforms talk about the 5 W's of branding: the what, the when, the where, the why, the who of branding, and I additionally gave you a bonus how. Okay, you need all of that. Okay, and so of course I'm going to suggest that you partner with me, that you become a strategic partner, that you come on into the community, right? And when you come into the community, you get access to that which you need, and I help you understand how specifically you build out that brand. Okay, and so if you're wondering how, you can look up above here. When you go above here, you can actually go to, let me see if it's not so bright. You know how you guys do that. Because there are certain things they don't want us saying on here. I want you to go into this option here. And when you click on that picture right there, right? When you click on that picture, you are then available to tap the option that will allow you to join the community, right? Come into the community, and there you will find checklists and tripwires and coaching and training and education and additional resources so you can start the process to understanding your value, your vision, and your voice to build out your brand. That's the number 2, collaborative partnership, strategic, options that you need to make as we close out this year. That is to develop your brand. And I, of course, am suggesting you work with the brand master to get that done, right? So if you understand that, number 2, type out brand equals brand master. Number 1, you should have written down mindset equals Myron. And number 2, hey there, Black Pixie. Number 2, you should have written down brand equals brand master. Or you can go ahead and write Martina by it, whatever you choose to do. Okay. Additionally, let's talk about the third thing that I need to help you avoid in this entire avoid framework. And that is, please discontinue. What's going on, Shelly? Please discontinue any fear that you have with AI, automations, and the likes. Hey there, Pamela. So good to have you back. Literally, learn how to leverage automation. You guys see and know or witness to technology ain't going nowhere. Technology is only growing. So stop fearing it and learn to leverage it. Okay. I am not your AI coach. I am not your automations coach. I am not the individual to help you learn how to utilize ads to increase your presence. That ain't me. However, my business partner, Bridget Bartlett, is. She has a community that allows you to come in Monday through Thursday, each day, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to ask your questions. Now, you may not be an individual who wants to learn all of the information to do this yourself. However, an informed mind can make an informed decision, all right, on how they're going to leverage AI, automations, and ad use. And I suggest again that you collaborate with and make a strategic partnership with someone who's an expert in that field. And my girl, Bridget Bartlett, is the individual who is an expert in that field. Her business tools allow you to leverage AI, to implement automations, and to run confidently on automation, right? Your ads. You don't want to miss that. So number 3, you should have written down Bridget equals, or let me put the name last, AI equals Bridget, okay? Because again, there is a lot of information. Now, I did say for each one of these individuals that I'm giving you access to, you can go and get free information until you're ready to invest in the transformation. All of these individuals have YT channels, okay? And so, Dr. Myron Golden for your mindset, Brand Master Martina Britt Yoverton for your branding, Bridget Bartlett for your AI, automations, and ads, just like it sounds, Bridget Bartlett. Okay. Now, what's going on, Nadine? So good to have you. I want to talk to you guys about the number 4 collaborative partnership that the brand master, again, we've been in this thing 20 years. Some of these are brand new strategic partners. Some of them are long-term strategic partnerships. The fourth thing that I want you to think about is when it's time to get out here. Hey, Ms. Hawk, when it's time for you to get out here in these TT streets, when it's time for you to get out here and be amongst social media platforms, I need for you to be able to speak, hello, with confidence, with clarity, right? And I need for you to be able to speak clearly so that your communication style connects with the individual it is intended for. The only way that you are going to be available to do that is to literally get coaching, get trained, right? Have access to someone who can help you along the way. My speaker coach, Dr. Cheryl Wood, is absolutely fabulous at doing that. Okay. She is the visionary and founder of Global Speakers University, GSU. Global Speakers University. That is the 4th strategic partnership that I have. Now, mind you, you can go to Dr. Cheryl Wood, Cheryl Empowers. You can see her litany, her longevity, her just broad platform of what it means to start at the bottom and be all the way up. Okay. Mind you, a local speaker, a national speaker, a global speaker. If you have any of those aspirations, the Global Speakers University is where you want to be. That is a strategic partnership that I have garnered, and we are coaching and teaching and educating and training people on why their voice matters. So you may be thinking, well, Martina, I'm not interested in getting on stages, and I'm not interested in speaking before global audience. And Martina, I'm really not interested in speaking nationally or internationally. Okay, but let me ask you this. Let me challenge you guys with this one question. How else do you expect your information to be communicated with your ideal audience if you don't say it? If you don't tell someone, if you don't speak about it. So, okay, I'm happy to understand you're not interested in being on global stages. I'm happy to understand that you're not interested in even being anywhere international or local. Someone is assigned to your voice, and your voice is assigned to them. At some point, you're going to have to open your mouth and you're going to have to talk about your business, your value, your vision. Your voice is going to have to be heard somewhere. And so I'm suggesting that you strategically partner yourself with Global Speakers University. Hey, Jessica Smith, so good to see you. Now, I'm not sure if that's my Jessica Smith that actually took my photos, that does my photography, that allows me to look absolutely amazing, because I think her handle may be something a little bit different. Let me get off task. But hey, Jessica Smith, so good to have you. Come on into the room. I am just suggesting that you strategically figure out a way to partner yourself and get a collaborative deal with Global Speakers University, become a member, come into our community, learn how to voice your value and your vision so that your intended audience can receive the information and they can make an informed decision. Okay. So that is the number 4 partnership that we want to talk about on Setup Sunday here tonight. Hey, Krista, so good to have you. So again, the last partnership that I want to talk to you guys about, and I'm probably going to spend the bulk of the latter of this time on this partnership because again, hey, Coach V, it is mind-blowing. Okay, so for the last 20 years, right, I initially started out with a hobby idea, a business, right? So good to have you. Hey, all hair. So good to have you all. Thank you so much for leaving a comment in the chat. Of course, you can grab your daily heart meet if this information, is valuable to you. I greatly appreciate it. Tap to help me to go, any of all that good stuff. Hey there, Carmela. Again, guys, engage in the chat, engage with other people, find your intended audience, and do all that. We are on here to communicate and to be of service to each other. The fifth thing that I want to talk with you about, having started this vision as a hobby 20 years ago, okay? My thought process was, at the time, again, having survived domestic violence, having to take my 4 kids, pack them up, and head on back home to my mama's living room. And I had a bedroom with all 4 of my kids because she had a home-based business office. She also had her office, and it was a 3-bedroom home. We had to make it work, okay? During that time, I had literally just the year prior left my corporate job. Okay. I'd left my corporate job. Hey, Vanessa, tuning in for Baltimore, Maryland. Thank you so much. I previously, the year before, had left my corporate job. So not only was I a separated mom of 4, I had left the corporate job, and I now had, praise God, survived domestic violence, moved back home with my mom, was facing divorce. Okay. All of that was going on. And I had to figure out, how exactly do I take care of 4 jokers, being as though I had just left my corporate job? How do y'all think that worked out? Because we were already struggling. 1 income with 6 mouths, myself and my husband at the time, and 4 kids. We were already struggling, 6 mouths on 1 income. How do you think it was 5 mouths were now going to operate off no income? That math ain't mathing. And at that time, that math didn't math. And I literally was nudged and ushered into starting my business. I had to start my business. I had to take care of my kids, and I had to go back to school, all while living in my mom's home. Y'all know that was a feat in itself. Okay. Hey, Susan, so good to have you. That was a feat in itself, right? At that time, I understood the best way to set up my structure was to do what? Start a home-based business, make sure I had the education to back me, put my products and services out there, and hope on a wing and a prayer that all would work. Mastiff mom, child, honey, I am the grand dog. What do they say? Grandmom. I have a grand dog who's a lab mastiff. That is a big baby, and he does not realize he's a big baby. Anyway, I had to figure out how exactly it was that I was going to move forward, right? How I was going to do all of that, Donna, on 0 income. So God ushered me into, you have to start a home-based business. You have to take all of those gifts and talents and all of that value that I put down into you, daughter, and you have to start a home-based business. Don't just start a home-based business. Make sure that you're getting the education and the training that you need to then be able to do what? To be able to serve the people. So I went back to school. So I'm in my mom's home. I've started a home-based business. I'm back in school. I'm serving the people that are in the church. That's how it all got started. Way back when, in 2005. Hey there, Miss Morton. Can y'all not be able to absorb how difficult of a feat that was? Right? But I did it. Thank you so much for the like and for the love, Vanessa. I appreciate it. And thank you for hopping from one platform to another. I know I'm talking mostly to you guys here, but I'm not forgetting about you guys up there. Again, it was a feat in itself. It was difficult. It was hard, but it was worth it, right? And the information that I had at the time, hold on to your seats. Go ahead and buckle in, because this may be a rough one, right? Hey there, Buffalo boy. This may be a rough one. The information I had at the time said to start a home-based business and to register it as an LLC. So I did it. I did it. I did it myself, and I did it wrong. Okay. But I did it with the knowledge that I had. So not only did I start the LLC, I started the LLC, did all the correct reporting on taxes and everything, and found out that I was actually supposed to register it separate from myself, right? Went and registered a second LLC, this time under the business name, because who knows that when you were born a sole proprietor, that you were given a social security number, and you are actually available to run an entire business off of a social security number, right? Don't miss the balance of this information and just go and run and do that. I'm going to say it to you again. That was the initial information, and it was the wrong information, because had I had a coach or a mentor or someone who cared enough to explain the full gamut, I would have done things a little bit differently. Okay? Now, mind you, that information is reported on your personal taxes. If it's reported on your personal taxes, how is it separate from you? I'll wait. Do I need some Jeopardy music? I'll wait. It ain't. It ain't. It's not. That dog don't hunt, right? It's not separate from you. Now, mind you, I got 20 years in this game. I got 20 years educating people on what I know. And what I knew was start an LLC. Hashtag wrong. Can somebody type hashtag wrong? Even if you don't agree with it, I'm going to drop the reason why in a minute. Even if you don't agree with me, just type hashtag wrong so I can know that I have. Thank you, Karusha. It's not like that. Just let me know that somebody hears me. Thank you, Vanessa. It's wrong. Who knew? Not me. Because my girls will tell you. I literally have an entire program telling you how to get your assets in order and register yourself as an LLC. Go ahead and put the wows, the uh-ohs, the oopsies. Let me see if I can find the wows. Yes, the screens. That one ain't working. When I tell you wrong, hashtag wrong. Yes, Vanessa, wow. Hashtag who knew? Hashtag not me. Y'all know because y'all took the course. An entire course on registering your business as an LLC. Hashtag wrong. But again, if you stick around long enough, if you stick and stay long enough, if you stay open to information and you stay diligent to learning, you will be informed. Mind you, people say it all the time. Some cultures don't like to read because instead of just listening to what was said and moving forward, had I read it for myself, my hope is that I would have caught it. And I wouldn't be sitting here 20 years later with an LLC, hashtag wrong. My mentor and coach, brand spanking new, is my collaborative partner, my heartbeat right now, and the direction that I'm helping you guys get your assets in order in has brought to the light, has allowed the creme de la creme to rise to the surface, that if you are currently registered as an LLC, you are not separate from your business. You aren't. There is piercings that happen, and I am going to have you guys go, wait a minute. What if you file, which you should, with your LLC's information, which you should, on your profit and loss statement, on your taxes, which you should, you are now connected to your personal. Your business is connected to you. Let me just put it again. And I think I got some sound effects. If I go and look in this platform too, I probably got some wow sound effects over here too. Let me see. If not, I know I got a gong. I know I got, like, I have so many. Let me just use this one. Use the boo, because literally it blew my mind. There are so many different deprogramming things that we as people need to go through that we don't even realize it. When you actually come out of the womb, and you go into childcare, you go into daycare, you go into childcare, you go into elementary school, you go into middle school, you go into high school, you go to college, you go to a secondary college, a community college. You go through all of this, you pay for these degrees, and then you get out here and you get into the working world, and the working world expects you to be able to pay your mortgage, pay car payments, put food on the table, pay your utilities, pay your bills. If you like to have some cable, at some point you're going to want to eat, right? To do all of that based on that income for that good old job that you got, but you still have to figure out how to go pay back all of that debt. You just got all of that debt so that you could get a good old job. So then the good old job can help you do what? Pay off a mortgage that's based on your gross, even though you only bring home your net. That's number one. Wow. Does that make sense? Absolutely not. Right? You're supposed to be able to take all of those expenses and be able to live with inflation, with the cost of living, all of that happen on your net. That dog won't hunt. That math ain't mathing, right? Then you're told, hey, start a business. You're told to go get an LLC. You're told to go get an EIN. Let me debunk this part for you that just made it make sense. When you get that EIN and you're filling out the questions, does anybody know what EIN stands for? What do you know what the acronym EIN stands for? Like I said, buckle in, hold on to your seats, get ready. Does anyone know what EIN stands for? Get ready. I'll give you just a moment. Does anyone know what EIN stands for? I'm gonna take a temperature of the room so I can check and see who is still with me at the moment. Hey there, Coach B. Thank you for still being here with me. The encourager, author, life coach, courage, fear, fighting, confidence, coach, speaker, love ambassador, courage conversations coming soon. Ooh, I can't wait to see and hear all about it. That's Coach Fee. I see others in the room, but maybe you're watching. She said, I do, but I won't cheat. I know you do, Rob, because you know exactly who I'm talking about. Thank you for not cheating. Karusha said, employer identification number. Yes, that is what it stands for. Let me try again. EIN stands for employer identification number. I'm going to say it one more time to see who's going to catch it. You're told to start a business and go get an LLC and an EIN, which stands for an employer identification number. Did y'all get the emphasis I just put on that? Employer. Is it landing? Okay, it's not landing yet. Okay, let me help this airplane just a little bit. Let me help you steer it. An LLC typically is an entity that you register as a single person, and most times, most first fresh starting out LLCs do not have employees. Is it landing? Square roots, come on into the room. Is it landing? Is it landing? An EIN is an employer identification number, meaning you're going to eventually have employees. But you go and you register an LLC and you become a sole member, no plural, in your LLC and never hire employees. The first question it asks you on an EIN is, will you have employees? Will you be hiring? Now, there are about 4 or 5 more questions that your answer should be no, 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 no to. So therefore, you don't need it. Let me hit the wow button. When I say I could have exploded, my brain could have literally exploded. So this fifth and strategic collaborative partner, Mac Enterprise Group, I just finished his masterclass. And when I say I was sitting there fuming at the programming that has happened all these years, that my mind is now completely blown. Why? Because I had even been in these streets educating people on what was told, what I was coached and taught on before meeting this man. I'm so grateful for the God in him that put this information out so that we can walk rightly into our 2026, into our abundance, into what is for us. Never have I ever been so mad and happy in the same moment. Because trust me, when I first saw the information, I was like, okay, here we go again. Let's see what this person about to say about an LLC, because I know what I know. Wrong. Isn't that what we said, Vanessa? Hashtag wrong. Wrong. Because literally, I have return after return after return after return after tax return after tax return after tax return after tax return, where literally every single year I think I'm out here operating this limited liability company. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing. I'm out here coaching and teaching and training people. Yes, go get your LLC. And then we turn around and put it right on our personal taxes. We're not separate. When I say mind blown, praise God for the light bulb, the switch being flipped on, the light being turned on, me having a moment. I was so mad and happy in the same breath. I had to sit back there and rewind the masterclass 2 or 3 times just to make sure I heard what I heard. And the sad part is, I'm not sitting here telling you something that I heard and he just told me and I believed it, y'all. He literally went to the website and pulled it up and showed me the same information I thought I read. Y'all heard it. I thought I read. And showed exactly where it says it. So I didn't have to believe him. He went and pulled up the actual government documents as his proof. Ain't nobody out here telling the truth like this. So guys, the fifth strategic and collaborative partner is Mac Enterprise Group. Dwayne Williams is the owner. Mind blowing. Let me scroll down and I know I can do this because I've seen myself do it before. I've seen people do it before. Let me see if I can do it. I know I can do it. There it is. Yeah, Square Roots. Went through the masterclass and now in momentum. Mind blowing. Right? And I'm not just telling you stuff based on me just telling you, him just telling you. He literally goes to the source and says, here it is. Read it for yourself. An informed mind can now make a better decision. So again, now I'm a strategic partner. I am finishing up. I just finished up the masterclass. I am over in the journey to success. I am redoing everything. And I'm just telling you guys, like literally, if I needed to pull out my portfolio of clients, I would say, okay, now that I've pinned it, please forgive me. I don't know how to unpin this thing. I literally just thought about that. I pinned you and I have no earthly idea how to unpin you. Again, I am now on a quest to continue to help you guys get your assets in order, to definitely ask you guys to please partner with and form collaborative opportunities, options for yourself with people who are beyond where you are. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. You say you're scared, do it scared then. Don't be afraid to move. Thank you so much for that. I thought I had finally figured out something and tapped something and it went away. Don't be afraid to step into the unknown. I don't know if you guys are people who listen or even believe in metaphysics, and I don't even know if that's what it's called because I don't even know what that means. But I listen to Joe Dispenza. I'm sorry. Yes, Karasha. Wait, what? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was just getting to this. I have a CTT squad. That's my coachable, teachable, trainable squad. We do everything together. And yes, Karesha, the amount of money we've wasted on what we thought we knew was correct as far as an LLC, wrong. Yes, Karesha. Yes, Tawana. Yes, Kenya. Yes, Dr. Regina. Yes, Vanessa, if I didn't say that before, because I have two Vanessas. Yes, to each and every one of you who going to catch this in the community, who going to catch this on the replay, who going to catch this in the highlights. Wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. We are not separate from our business, especially if we the only member in it. Even more, especially if we do what we're supposed to do and file our taxes properly and correctly annually like we should. Every single year, we have attached and reattached and reattached and reattached ourselves to our business. I don't care how LLC'd up we think we are. Wrong. What's going on, Kevin? So good to have you. Wrong. So as you guys move forward, as I said, the number one thing you guys should have written down is your mindset. Avoid not having a mindset coach. Mindset equals what? Myron. Number 2, do not move forward without understanding, knowing. Thank you so much for that. Do not move forward without setting your intention for understanding your value, your vision, and your voice. Getting yourself structured, getting yourself a brand together, because people will remember your story, your service, all of that. Okay, that was number 2. Number 3, your ads, your automations, and your AI. You should have Bridget written down beside that one. Number 4, you got to open your mouth and tell somebody. So sound like you know what you know something. Don't get on here using too many ain'ts and ums and ahs, because I do know that it's aren't. Okay. And by that one, you should have Global Speakers University by number 4. That's your speaking. And number 5, I'm talking about Mac ENT, Mac Enterprise Group. And this is all about your business structure and being properly, correctly, legally protected in business. Because even, okay, let me help you have this one. Even of it tells you limited liability company. Let me hit it again. And I know y'all can't hear it out here. Liability. Like Dr. Myron says, it's 2 sides. You can't have the high without the low. You can't have the front without the back. You can't have the up without the down. You can't have the asset without the, okay. Anyway, that's the 5th person that you should have written down. Partner yourself with people who know more than you, that are on a next level than you. Hey there, Joy, who are on a next level, who are going somewhere, who can help bring you along for the journey, who want you to know the correct, the right, the good. Exactly. I wouldn't walk into a sunrise with no foundation. And yes, we should look at business the exact same way. You must avoid making this $10,000 mistake like I have by getting your mind right, your brand right, your business tools right, your speaking right, and your business structure right. These are the 5 things that I'm talking to you about on today to get your assets in order on this setup Sunday. I hope you have been able to glean something from it. I also said that 2 other additional bonus things that I would like for you to take into account when you're out in these social media streets and you are getting yourself acclimated to these various social media platforms. Get yourself a coach. Okay. I've been on social media for years. I can't even imagine how long I've been on FB. I've been on social media for years. This TikTok account, y'all just saw that, right? So I probably just limited my reach on these other platforms. This TikTok account, my coach here, my content creator coach here, Heather R, hashtag HR office, hashtag amazing, I promise you, has made this make so much sense. Because my daughter, if y'all go all the way back to the very, 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 very beginning, back during the pandemic video, you'll see me on here dancing with her. And then you won't see me on here for a minute. Then you see me actually showing some meals that I made. Then you don't see me on here for a minute. Right? Because I did not understand the power of community. I did not understand the power of being able to meet people from around the world. Hey there, Robbie. Hey there, Kevin. Hey there. Let me just do roll call one more again. Hey there, Vanessa in Maryland. Hey there, Square Roots. Hey there, Coach V. Right? Hey there. I'm telling you, being able to meet people from around the world and actually be able to learn from them, learn with them, lend your value and your vision to them, that takes this platform to a whole nother level. This ain't about dancing. Unless you on here to build a dance community and help people learn to dance. This ain't about cooking unless you on here to show people how to properly cook, how to make delicious, nutritious meals. This ain't about makeup unless you on here showing somebody like me that has to use a filter because of these bags under here. Okay. Unless you're on here teaching, educating, training, impacting, helping someone. This platform, like I find myself looking at some of the other platforms and I'm like, where do I tap? Like, where do I help? Where do I impact? Like, it's not the same. There's no place like TikTok. So now I understand why everyone really freaked out during that time that it went down. Because people's impact and influence and income and increase, all of that was attached to the investment of their time and in the people on this platform. I get it now. I get it. So guys, take the opportunity to take this thing serious, to treat it as a business, to not doom scroll, to only follow people who are actually engaging with you, that are actually supporting you, that are happily, excitedly growing along with you. Take the opportunity to get yourself a mindset coach, Dr. Myron Golden. Get yourself a branding expert, Brand Master Martina Britt Yelverton. Get yourself a business tools developer, that would be Bridget Bartlett. Get yourself a speaker coach, that would be Global Speakers University. Get yourself a business structure expert, that would be Mac Enterprise. Okay. And get yourself a social media, TikTok specifically, content creator coach, that would be Heather R. So that you can do what? You can move forward, you can do better, you can grow, and all of that. So let me take attendance here before I go. I'm so excited because on last Sunday, I was thrilled to reach 5K taps of hearts and love. And I thank you. And we've exceeded that. So I am extremely excited about that. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of attendance. In the number 1 spot, we have Vanessa, who helps 9-to-5 workers get a pay raise, boost their credit score, and create multiple streams of income. I also have Square Roots on here, who is a legacy building through entrepreneurship and philanthropy, building community with people and successful businesses. In the number 3 spot, I have Kevin, who is in Cypress Hills, Texas, as a tax expert, a real estate broker, and an insurance broker. Those are my top three. And my number four is the encourager, that is Coach V, who is the Arthur Life Coach, Courage, Fear Fighting, Confidence Coach, speaker, love ambassador, and she currently has, coming soon, a courage conversation. So those are my top four people. Thank you so much, Sassy Princess. You don't have a bio or a picture. I hope that you are a real person. If you would like to, go ahead and grab your daily heartbeat. You can, to let me know that you are a real person. Leave a comment, and I appreciate you. So, Robbie, I believe you have actually left the building. Thank you for your co-signing of information that I've shared on tonight, and others of you who are in the room who haven't yet spoken, who may be out there. Oh, good. You're real. Hey, Sassy Princess. Are you brand new? Are you brand new? Is that why you don't have a bio yet? You don't have an image yet? Just let me know. So, because I promise you, Heather R could help you. If you guys are out there in the lobby and you'd like to come on into the room and set a spell, I am live each and every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesdays, I'm live here on this platform. I don't believe 6 p.m. will work on Tuesdays. We're still checking for the time on Tuesdays, but definitely I'll be sure to set up the event. You guys can go back up top to my image, and there is an event there. So you would be able to click it and register so you can get an alert on your phone that we're going to be here next Tuesday. We're going to be here next Sunday at 6 p.m. Yes, have not figured out how to do it yet. Let me tell you, Sassy Princess, if you want to learn all things TikTok and you're interested in growing your TikTok account from 0 to 1,000, that's just the first step, then you should join us right back here on TikTok at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Heather R. Please go look up, and I'll see if I can find her on my other account so I can show you her image. Please come back, Heather. There we are. And I'm going to see if I can get her to show up on my phone so you guys can see her account. Can you guys see that? And is that facing the right way for you guys? Okay. So I don't know what all that is, but I believe when I tap something like that, I can mute it, and no, you guys won't be able to see whatever that mess was that just showed up on the screen. Can you all see that? Heather R, content creator, and is it facing the correct way for you guys? If so, come and join us tonight. Great, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As you see, her handle is Heather 40R41. Join us tonight, 9:30 p.m. Great. Follow her. Join us tonight at 9:30 p.m. She gonna get you right. Okay. She's gonna get you right. She's gonna help you learn how to set your bio, get your image up there, how to avoid banana accounts. That's the way we say it, so that TikTok don't think we're trying to do anything crazy. I'm California time. I don't know what that means. California time, is that Hawaiian time, Pacific, Mountain, Central? Which one is that? Which one is California time? Right? Oh, let me put it to you this way. 2.5 hours from right now. Pacific. Okay, so if that's 9, then that's 2 before, so that'd be 7:30. Did I do that right? Because I don't do math in public. Okay. Oh, so it's 6. Okay. 2.5 hours. See, that's what I mean. I don't do math in public. All right. 2.5 hours from right now. Go to Heather R41. That's the handle. But if you look up Heather HR, you'll be able to find it. She will help you get right. She'll help you learn how to do your bio, how to put your information up there. She'll ask you whether you want to be TikTok famous or whether you want to grow a community on TikTok, whether you want to do shopping on TikTok. She'll ask you what it is that you want to do on this platform, and she will help you. We have an entire family that loves on brand new people. No question that you come and ask is going to be looked at in any other way except informative, okay? We have a good time. We're live every single night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come back, Sassy Princess. I hope to see you there on tonight. Did I finish taking attendance of you guys? I do believe I did. Thank you so much again. I know we have some people that are out there in the lobby watching. Y'all need to come on into the room. set a spell. If not, I look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday or on Sunday. That's my hour of power. And I hope that, again, you have found something of value, that you will take the opportunity to connect with these 5 people and avoid a $10,000 mistake like I did when I went out here and just did all the things before I really understood branding. And I literally started way back when, helping many, many, many people do the same. But now we know different. My CTT squad would tell you, I am genuinely giving the information that I know and that I see working for me. And now I understand even more about how I've been unprotected as an LLC, and how and why I'm glad that I hadn't built certain levels of generational wealth yet, because it could have been under scrutiny, it could have been under attack, it could have been done all wrong. But now we're going to move forward with the knowledge that we have from our 5th strategic partner, Mac Enterprise Group. So I hope you guys take the opportunity to go and look up some of these people over on other social media platforms, that you take the opportunity to find them here inside of TikTok, that you click to follow them. Once you find alignment with them, that you engage with them, that you comment, and that you share that information. But more importantly, that you take the opportunity to pay attention and then implement what will work best for you and yours. Thank you guys for your time on tonight. I greatly appreciate it. To all my people who have been watching so diligently from other platforms, I may have missed some of your comments because other platforms don't always show here in this area. Sometimes comments show on the stage, sometimes they don't. So I apologize if you feel slight bit, ignored. I promise you, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just focusing on all the value that TikTok happens to be providing, not only me, but the people and the community that I'm building. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll see you Tuesday, or I'll see you on next Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.